Emma stared at the empty coffee cup in front of her, the steam long gone, just like her enthusiasm for the day. The cafe buzzed with cheerful chatter, couples laughing, business people typing away on laptops. But for Emma, the world felt muted, like someone had turned the volume down on her life. For the past 6 months, nothing had gone as planned. Her dream job application had been rejected, twice. Her best friend had moved across the country, leaving her feeling more alone than she ever thought possible. And then, just last week, her ancient car had finally given up, leaving her stranded on the side of the road in the pouring rain. It was as if the universe was conspiring against her. She sighed and glanced out the window. Outside, a little girl in a bright yellow raincoat splashed in a puddle, giggling while her dad tried and failed to keep her dry. Emma couldn't help but smile. It was a small thing, but it sparked something in her. A quiet reminder of simpler joys. The cafe door jingled, and an elderly man shuffled in, balancing an old leather briefcase and an umbrella. He caught Emma's eye and offered a gentle smile before settling at the table next to hers. He pulled out a small notebook and began to write, his pen scratching softly against the paper. Emma tried to focus on her own notebook, the one she'd brought to brainstorm ideas for her next steps in life. But the blank page stared back at her, mocking her. She was about to pack it up and leave when the man spoke. "Writer's block?" he asked, his voice kind but curious. Emma hesitated, then nodded. "Something like that. More like life block." The man chuckled. "Ah, yes. Life has a funny way of throwing curveballs, doesn't it?" She nodded again, unsure what else to say. But the man continued. "You know, I used to think that when things weren't going my way, it meant I was failing. But sometimes life just has a different plan. Sometimes it's about learning to dance in the rain." Emma raised an eyebrow. "Dance in the rain?" He gestured toward the window, where the little girl in the yellow raincoat was still splashing around. "See her? She's not worried about the puddles or the rain ruining her day. She's just enjoying the moment. Sometimes, when life doesn't go the way you want, it's because it's nudging you toward something better, but you have to be willing to see it." Emma leaned back in her chair, letting his words sink in. She thought about the job rejections, her friend moving away, the car breaking down. Sure, they'd been setbacks, but maybe they were also opportunities. Maybe it was time to stop dwelling on what hadn't worked out and start looking for what could. The man smiled again, as if sensing her thoughts. "You'll be fine, you know. Just keep moving forward, one small step at a time." Emma nodded, a small smile creeping onto her lips. "Thank you." The man tipped his head and returned to his notebook, leaving Emma to her thoughts. For the first time in weeks, the blank page in her notebook didn't feel so intimidating. She picked up her pen and wrote 3 simple words at the top of the page. It wasn't a solution to all her problems, but it was a start. And sometimes, a start was all